Hey there, it's Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan. We're looking at a 1999 Toyota Altezza RS200. That's right, the one with the good engine. This one here, very clean engine room, 100,000 kilometers on it. And we're going to be looking at the condition of the car and comparing it to the auction sheet and then exporting it over to, where's this one going? USA? Let me just check. Jacksonville. It happens to be in the USA where Limp Bizkit comes from. So this is going, you know what, we should get a Limp Bizkit CD and put it into your CD player. And then it can be the redneck guy from Jacksonville. Okay, so 100,000 kilometers. It smells nice in here. Maybe too good for Jacksonville. TRD shift knob. Okay, switch the engine off. And we'll start by translating that auction sheet for you. I got no note from this one on oil or coolant being bad, just that the car overall is in pretty good condition. Before we get into it though, I think you need some brakes. This one here, looking pretty okay, right? The disc is a little bit rusty. That's not really a big problem. The brakes will take all that rust off for you. This one, on the other hand, makes a scraping sound, and your disc has been polished clean in grooves. And so, you have probably lost all the friction material on this brake by the look of it, and now it's metal on metal scraping. You probably need to get that fixed. You might not need to get it fixed before you get out of Japan, but you might want to. And if you're getting this side done, you might want to get the other side done too. Seems like you'll need a pad and the disc on that side. Also, Dureza wheels. We had these in a race car. Good wheel, light, strong, and good for racing. Everyone's got their own opinion on what wheels look good and what wheels look bad. I don't think they're amazing looking wheels, but I think that they are really good. And I do have good memories of using these wheels on our race cars. I think we had them on a GC8. Okay, we'll close the hood here. Oh, and Beam's engine. Ooh. And exhaust header. And this engine puts out 220 horsepower, I believe. ABS module, original air intake. Max, one of the guys who works with us, our creative guy, owns one of these. He put the original intake back on because apparently it makes a car run better. So do keep that in mind. Tane adjustable suspension there, and a very nice looking valve cover. It is the Beams engine, the famous Beams engine. Variable valve timing with intelligence in this one. Gonna close the hood. It's got one of these weird backwards ones. Oh, look, the clip broke. So wire it up there. Ha! Toyota, why didn't you put an aluminum hood on your car? Everyone else was doing it back then. Just profit margins. It is an otherwise fantastic car. So 1999 Toyota Altezza RS200Z Edition. Auction rate 4, interior B, power steering, power windows, and airbag. 100, 112, 100,000, 112 kilometers. Original silver paint. So the sales points are, it's a car with 100,000 kilometers, has a Recaro seat for the driver. That solves one of the problems for the cars. I'm not a huge fan of the seats, the stock seats. Aftermarket suspension, engine is the 3S. The manual transmission is the 6-speed. North America got this with an inline 6-cylinder engine, the 2J, non-turbo version of the 2J, but 5-speed manual. The 6-speed with the 4-cylinder is actually faster as a result of better gear ratios and a similar horsepower, 210 horsepower, somewhere around there, whereas the North American one was 220 or 225 or something like that. Aftermarket exhaust on it, and then the report. Various scratches, dents, repair marks. It might have had a full repaint. Spare tire house has been dented. That's in the rear, underneath the trunk. Left side power door, folding door mirror doesn't work. Aftermarket shift knob, aftermarket wheels. Interior slightly dirty. Steering wheel has a cover on it. Steering wheel wear and peeling, and it looks a little bit bad looking at it right now. Underside surface rust, and it says right side roof molding is missing, but it looks like it's both sides that it's missing. It's this molding here that goes inside the rain gutter. It's just missing on both sides. They're kind of weird. Suspect what happened is it was taken out to repaint the car, and then when they took it out, they broke it and didn't deem it necessary to rebuy that. Just looking at it now, it looks like the front end has some things that don't line up properly. You can see the bumper doesn't line up to the fender very well there. Same thing, hood to the fender here. Hood to the fender here is subtle on this side. On the other side, it's more noticeable. Have a look. And another look down here. Make sure you know the condition of your car before we export it. That way, if you are not feeling the condition, we can go sell this back at auction, and you can try again if you want. Most people are not doing that. When you buy a car from auction, there is an expectation that there are going to be some little surprises, and the payoff for that is that you're buying the cars at a wholesale price, what the dealers are buying the cars for. So you skip the dealer process, skip the dealers maybe fluffing up the car or lying about it or doing cheap repairs to the car. Get it from the source, get it from the same cost as the source, and then do your own little repairs to the car once you receive it. And you are getting it several $1,000s less than the retail price or the going rate for your car. So things like the brakes, it sucks. You can still repair the brakes. You can repair the front end there for much less than what you would pay if you got this from a retail. And then nice low kilometers. It's getting hard to find 100,000 kilometers good condition Altezzas. And this is the better bumper of the two. It is much more aggressive looking. Now look at that little subtle bulge on the hood. Max the other day was telling me he digs that, and that's why he doesn't want to get an aftermarket hood. But let me tell you, Max, that steel hood right over the engine, right in the heavy spot of the car, you don't want that. Change it out. Okay, looking at damages here. So it says W2 repainted panels in a few places. I did look at this side. I haven't really looked at the other side quite yet. And I did notice that this side does have some paint wave. Have a quick look at this. And ogle at how good the camera is. We love this. Panasonic G7, by the way, with a f1.7 lens put onto it. I don't know why, but I love the look of those fog lights. They're a little bit worn out on the inside, but they still give the yellow/purple look to it. Headlights, a little bit faded. And the original grille, very 1990s look. Even though this car was made in 98, that's the tail end of the 90s. It's a very 90s looking car, in my opinion.
Want to see us having fun in Japan? Go check out our new channel. Link in the description.
Okay. I'm looking at panels here. It looks like every panel has like the look of it having been repainted. It is a fair repaint. I don't think anything looks particularly bad. I don't think the back bumper was repainted. It is maybe a little faded. Hard to tell. Yeah. Maybe it has been repainted and it was just a little bit less attention was spent on it. Rear bumper has some paint issue. Can't really put my finger on exactly what it is though. And yes, over here, it's harder to tell, but it does look like it's been repainted as well. Not necessarily a bad thing unless the repaint was bad, and in this case, I don't think that it was. So the body's looking great. Besides the bumper not fitting and the fender not fitting exactly perfectly, I can't think of anything else that's wrong with the exterior. It's looking pretty good. Let's go now to the interior and see if it's as good. Pop the trunk. Okay, the Altezza is about 3 Series size, or about C-Class size in Mercedes-Benz language, or Jetta size in Volkswagen language. Decent amount of space in the trunk. You're not going to be taking big things in here. It is a sports compact. You can put skis through though. It's a little door for your skis. Open this up and have a look for rust. We're looking okay. There's a paper in there for aquapulpic. For motorcycle exhaust, and a silencer in there too. Okay, that's probably aquapulpic. Aquapulpic. I don't know how to pronounce it. I can't put that in with one hand, so I'll just leave it as is. Okay, back seats, decent, very good for kids, decent for adults, not super spacious. I'm noticing a little bit of deformation in this. We want to tell you all of the issues with the car because this is a no secrets video. You want to know the real condition of the vehicle, not the buttered up version, the tarted up version. Okay, inside smells like this. It smells good, actually. Doesn't smell of cigarettes. You have a pillow in here. This is your passway through for the skis. And the fabrics feel clean. It doesn't feel dusty or neglected. It feels like at some point, maybe in the last 5 years or so, it's had an extractor run over it, so the dirt has been pulled out. It gives a different feel once the seat is, say, 25 years old without having been cleaned. Power windows, I believe they all work fine. Jacob does the full report and I do the YouTube video. He gives me a little report on the condition, like a little once over, and he said this car is looking great. So he didn't really have much to say about it. Okay. So steering wheel there, like they said, it has some wear. You can see this section here is worn. It's supposed to be silver from here down to here, but the silver's worn off. It's painted leather. On this side you have a little bit more silver, as you can see, but it is a bit worn out. You can restore this because it's leather. Leather can be restored. Your floor carpet has a clutch hole, which is kind of weird. Usually that hole would be right here, because that's your hole for the brake, and the gas would get the hole faster than the clutch would. Also a little bit of broken section there where you used to say, I believe, Altezza. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, it's the same seat that you get in the Type R, Civic Type R, Integra Type R, except it's a different fabric. So the same structure, different fabric. These tend to go saggy on this bolster pretty badly. Try not to squish that when you get in and out of the car. Going into the car now, and there's like a technique where you put your leg on one side of the bolster so you're not sitting right on it. Okay, there you go. Revs to 8,000 RPM. Has the Power FC, so it's an aftermarket computer. That's a little bit of a prize for you that you may not have known that you were getting. AC, I believe it works fine. Otherwise, Jacob would have told me. 6-speed manual. Needs a new boot. We've got some rips in this section here. Has been smoked in, at least lightly. You can see a bit of ash remnants in there. And this is a cover for the license bolt. I'll just leave that in there. Has traction control, CD player, tape deck, of course regular stereo, and 2 airbags. 1, 2. Headliner, a little bit dirtied from cigarettes, but again, doesn't really smell of cigarettes inside, so I'm not sure if it's too much of a worry. When you turn on the AC, it might be a little bit stronger though, so do keep that in mind. Okay, I think we have seen enough of this car. Toyota Altezza, always a car I'm happy to see. It is like the newer version of the Toyota 86. It was what you grew up into when you were ready to get rid of a sports coupe and you needed to go to a 4-door. You still get that rear wheel drive, you get a decent amount of power, and a very, very good handling machine. Anyway, that's all we have for this one. This is Derek at Pacific Coast Auto. Check us out if you want to import cars from Japan. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.